Hi guys, it's been a little while. Hi Rachel, I see you. Alright guys, we're going to give people a couple of minutes to log on. I didn't give anybody any notice that I was doing this tonight. I just suddenly decided, you know what, I haven't been on in a little while. And I think I'm going to jump on and see who wants to log in on this very unusually warm and rainy night here in New England. We'll give people a few minutes. As you can see, I am going to do a Christmas arrangement. This is actually an antique sled that my father-in-law brought in for us. It's been in the shop for a while now. It's vintage. I don't know how antique it is. It is vintage. This arrangement will be up for sale when we're done with it. It will be in the price range of $80 to $100, so just be aware of that as you're watching me build this. I promise I will make it worth your while. But this is, the holder itself is at the very least vintage, possibly antique. I don't know the age of this off the top of my head. I have the information on this piece. I actually have two of these in the store. So if you wanted a piece to match, if you really love what I build tonight, I can make one to match it. So if you want something really pretty for Christmas, to be, you know, in your living room, by the Christmas tree, something different, something decorative, I can make two of these. So just let me know. Again, I'm just going to give people a couple of minutes to log on and take a look at this beautiful before piece. Just so you know, what I've done today is this is a wicker basket. Essentially, it does have some fabric on the inside. I don't want that fabric to get wet, so what I did is I went ahead and put a piece of plastic inside like a liner, and then I went ahead and put a piece of my floral foam on the inside that plastic, and this is to hold our flowers. So I apologize that I haven't been on in a little while. Life has gotten busy. I've gone back to my full-time job on top of running the store and taking on some other business ventures, so it's been a little bit busy, but we are still here. We are open for the holidays, open for Christmas. We have some beautiful new merchandise in the store, so if you're looking for things outside of flowers, we're definitely still here. We're still selling products. Come in and see us. I just haven't done as much marketing as of late, but we are open. We're open Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10 to 4. Please stop in and see us. You can also go on our website birchandcorkfurnitureco.com. You can order our items online. You can also call us. We're on social media, Facebook, Instagram. I am a little bit on TikTok. I'm just starting out, and we are just starting out with the YouTube page as well. So I'd love to start getting some videos on there. So yeah, so I don't see anyone else logging in just yet. So hopefully as we get going, maybe some people will check in with us, say hello. I can't see you necessarily unless you say hello. So if you say hi, I'll give you a little shout out. So go ahead and let us know that you're here. And if you have any questions, as always, you can pop them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. If I don't see them, I will try to go back and answer some of your questions. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I actually wanna green up my, my foam. So I have a ton of green here. So I'm just gonna start going through and just greening up my basket here. My goal here is to just fill this so you can't see any of this. I hope that you guys have had a good Thanksgiving and good holidays so far. It's been really kind of a weird year, I think, between the warm weather that we're getting tonight and then with COVID and everything. It's just been a really weird year. I don't know how other people feel. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for coming on. I feel like I haven't seen anybody in ages. I've been so busy with everything I've been doing. I haven't seen any of my friends and my family, and it's tough, I think, at the holiday times. I think sometimes the holidays aren't a super happy time for people, or we just get busy with the hustle and the bustle of life, and sometimes it's good to just slow down, remember why we celebrate the holidays, listen to some calming music, and get lost in a floral arrangement. Hi, Tanya, I see you. Tanya, I haven't seen you in a while. You gotta come back and see me, girl. I have no special way I'm doing this, guys. I'm just trying to kind of keep things somewhat symmetrical. I don't want great big long pieces. I just want to fill my basket right now. I will turn this around so you can kind of see the front in a minute, guys. I love it when you guys come on and just, you know, let me know that you're here, because I can't always see you guys when you log on unless I'm like looking and you happen to log on at the same time that I'm looking. Oh, I have to tell you, I wish Facebook would catch up and like have a full sensory experience for you guys, because this smells so delicious. It's just sweet pine. It just smells amazing. It smells like Christmas is what it smells like. We do have Christmas trees for sale this year, guys. The price did go up a little bit, and I'm very sorry for that. But like everything else, things have gotten expensive. So when my wholesaler increases in prices, I unfortunately have to increase the price. So I apologize that they're a little bit more expensive this year than they were last year. Believe me, I don't like doing that, but hey, I guess that's life, unfortunately. Guys, this basket's gonna be beautiful when we're done. And just remember, I always make a fresh cut, and I try to cut these at an angle, if you can see that. I try to give myself a little bit of a point, and I do that so that I just have a little bit of a sharp edge when I'm getting into this foam. It's a very soft foam. I don't know if any of you guys have seen some of those videos where they take floral foam and they like cut it up for people that like that sensory sound. So it is a soft foam, but what you don't want to happen with this floral foam is you don't want your end to be so blunt that you're taking a big chunk out, because then it's just easier for things to fall out. And once we've set it, we don't want to pull it back out. We don't want things to fall apart. Just filling in. It takes a lot of green to fill this area, so that's not abnormal. Gosh, I wish I could see how many people were watching. Used to tell me how many people were watching this, but it probably tells me on the device I'm filming with, but see it on here. Oh well, I'll have to check after, I suppose. I just like to know how many people I'm talking to, who's listening. It's been such a crazy winter season. A lot of people, I think, are having a hard time this year. A lot of reasons to be unhappy. You gotta find the reasons to be happy, especially at the holidays. A lot of people losing loved ones. A lot of people can't be with their loved ones. If that's you and you want a really nice way to send a gift to your family, we're always here for that. You know, flowers are a great thing to send. All of our products that we have listed on our website, we will ship. So if you want to send something from home to somebody that's not with you, that's far away, by all means, you just let us know and we'll get something to them. Around so you can see it a little bit, see how that's starting to get some shape. Oh, it's so pretty. Big one in there. Love working with pine. Just smells so good. Now, all of the pine I'm working with has come from the extra parts of the Christmas trees. The Christmas trees that we have for sale are very, very fresh. They came from a local farm, so they were cut just a couple of weeks ago. The difference that you're getting, and one of the reasons why the trees are a little bit more expensive, is the reality is you're getting a much fresher tree when you buy your tree from us. You're buying locally and you're also getting a very, very fresh tree. We did this last year and we had people come back and tell us that the trees they got from us were some of the best trees they've ever had, ever. They stayed alive the longest they've ever had. Now, of course, you have to take care of your trees. You can't just not water them and expect them to live. Living things need water. So trees need water. But these trees are very fresh. They're very fragrant. They are country cut. So what that means is they're not perfectly shaped. It's not going to be that perfect Christmas tree. It's going to be a more natural tree. But it's still a balsam fir, really cute tree. All right, we're starting to get somewhere now, folks. If you've logged on and you haven't said hello yet, please say hi to us. I'm sure a lot of people are busy with your families and are at Christmas parties. It is a Saturday night. But in the event that you are not at a Christmas party and you're not busy and you're tuning in with us, thank you. We appreciate your support. I feel like a lot of Christmas parties have also gotten canceled because of this new COVID variant. You know, guys, I gotta tell you, I really thought we were gonna get past this a lot faster than we have. But what are you gonna do, you know? Just stay positive. We have to, right? Survive. Always survive. All right, starting to come together. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Thank you for saying hello, guys. I really do appreciate it. Makes me feel good too. You know, I get something out of this as well. I really like connecting with people. I really like doing this for you guys. I really enjoy bringing a smile to people's faces, so when people come back to me and say, you know, I really enjoy your floral video, I really love the fact that you guys enjoy it, so that's why I keep doing it. Even if it's just my family that logs on, I still enjoy it. I didn't always get to see my family as much as I'd like to. With this one. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see what we're starting to create here. I think I want to put this on this side. It needs a little. Really want to use all this green up. Again, guys, when this is done, this is going to be $100 piece or close to it. I do have 2 of these, so I can make a matching one for you if you decide, yep, I want both. I'm having a Christmas party and I want both of these. They're so beautiful. I hope they're beautiful. I hope they turn out good. You always run that risk. I feel like flowers are one of those things where it's really kind of hard to mess up. So for those people that want to branch out and do this for yourself, excuse me, you guys are always welcome to follow along with some of the videos. Just a kind of a shout out, I would love to start working with some suppliers to showcase their items. So if there's any suppliers that happen to see this video and you want a shout out, I would love to start working with some vendors and suppliers, floral suppliers, kind of give them some business, give us some business. I think that's a nice thing to do, is to work together. Oh, thank you, Lynn. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's hard to mess up flowers. It's an art, and flowers are so beautiful all on their own, it's kind of hard to mess it up, you know? Oh. I'm not undervaluing it. I'm realistic. I want my products to be affordable too. I don't want people to think, oh, you know, I don't have enough money to buy that. You know, I like things to be affordable as much as we can. I have had to up my prices a little bit just because it's gotten to a point where things are more expensive, you know? It's very, very expensive to order products, and not every product you can possibly get locally. A lot of businesses are closing. It's the saddest thing I've seen in a long time, is seeing some of these businesses close around me. You know, we started, actually, that's something to kind of talk about, which I kind of breezed by this. We opened on Black Friday 1 year ago. So we are now, have hit our 1 year plus with Birch and Cork, and it has been a roller coaster year. We knew it would be tough. We knew we would be in for a difficult startup because we were starting in the middle of COVID. We were literally starting when other businesses were closing and shutting down, and that really hasn't slowed down. There's businesses I've seen close that I never thought would ever close, which is very sad for us to watch other businesses close down. Or fortunately, a lot of them I've taken a retirement, so they were getting close to that time frame anyways, but not everybody, as hard as that is. There. I'm going to turn this around again so you can kind of see what we've done so far. I'm going to grab some more bigger pieces. I've got a lot going on this side, and I want to add a little bit more on this side to make it a little bit more symmetrical. And also, if anybody's watching this and you definitely are like, yep, I want that, I don't want it to sell, it is first come, first serve. So if you think you might want it, call dibs on it, because I can't guarantee as soon as the first person says, yep, I want it, it goes to them. So, add a few more pieces to this. Once we're all greened up, then we're going to start adding our flowers. All right, so Lynn asked a very, very, very good question. And Lynn, I hope it's okay if I, without going into any of your personal details, but just kind of share what the question was. The question was, is the store accessible for animals or emotional support animals, pets, dogs, things of that nature? The answer is yes. I have allowed even dogs that are not emotional support animals. I feel very, very strongly that regardless of whether or not your dog has a title of emotional support animal or any type of support, I think animals are really important. All that I ask is that your dog is behavior trained in the sense that it's non-aggressive, so I can't have animals in that could possibly bite anybody. and then it's potty trained, or as best you can. You are an adult, you can manage your animal. Accidents do happen, things happen, but I'm a big animal lover. I've got my own dogs. I absolutely love them. It's really important to socialize animals, especially dogs, especially when they're in that caretaking role. They're not going to be able to do their job if they can't go out into the public. So, but yes, the answer is yes. We can accommodate other handicap accessible issues. We do have a small step outside. It is maybe about 4 to 6 inches. It's a small step. Certainly, if somebody wanted to get inside, we would make it work. The only thing that's maybe a little bit challenging is some of the so the front part of the store is very wide, and you can get in and you can get around to the back. But if you go to, so if you're coming in the door, you walk straight forward, you have no problem. Plenty of space, plenty of room to move a wheelchair or walker or whatever. If you go to the right side of the store where the fireplace is, it starts to get a little bit tight. But you know what? I don't have a problem moving things around in my store. I want people to be comfortable in here. So if somebody ever comes in and we need to temporarily move things around to make it work for them, absolutely. So don't ever let, you know, a handicap or disability keep you from coming in. The other thing that's really important, and I feel very strongly about this, so I, in a past life, spent a lot of years working with folks that had disabilities of various types, and actually my father had was disabled. He was considered legally disabled. So I spent a lot of time trying to maneuver my way into tight spaces and trying to go into places that clearly weren't built for me, my family, or the people that I was working with. So I'm a little bit more sensitive to the topic than maybe other people might be, because I've been that person that tries to get a wheelchair into a movie theater and you just can't seem to get into the right spaces. So I am very understanding, very appreciative of those that take the time to come out to my store, and we will accommodate you always, 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 always. So don't let that be a reason. It is a little bit helpful if you call ahead and let me know you're coming, because I will make sure that it's a seamless transition for you to come in and walk through the store. The last thing I want is anyone to feel embarrassed or upset that suddenly things are being moved because you walk in the door. If you give me a heads up and let me know you're coming, I will make sure that things are already moved and rearranged in such a way that you would never know it's been moved. Okay, so Lynn, I hope I answered your question. And for anybody else that has that question, that concern, give us a call. You know, we're also open by appointment, so if you wanted to come in and have a private viewing of the store, you're always welcome to come in on your own too, if you'd like a private viewing. You know, we did do that, especially last year during COVID in the winter time. We even did at one point go down to appointment only, and you know, we may have to do that again this year, especially when it comes to January, February, some of the coldest months where people don't really come out that much. Some people would rather come in and do a private viewing of the store for COVID reasons. Absolutely. You just let us know when you're planning on coming in and we will accommodate you, okay? So don't ever, yeah. Oh no, I understand. I've been the family member. Spent a lot of years fighting my way through different stores and different locations. And you know, not everyone understands. It's tough out there, you know. I think things are better today than they were 15, 20 years ago when my family was going through it. But be kind to each other. You know, if you go into a public place and you see somebody struggling, just sometimes the best thing you can do is just not stare and not say a word and just simply step out of the way when you're asked to. Sometimes they don't need any more than that. Let them live their life. So yes, I hope we answered the question effectively for you. All right, I think we're getting pretty close here. I kind of want to put, I'm going to turn this around so y'all can see. I feel like I need something a little bit right here. So I'm going to see what I have left at the bottom of my bucket here. See if we got one more long piece I can put in there. Oh, I think I do. And you know what? I dropped a piece on the floor too. So let me grab that. What else we got here? Yeah, let's see. I know you guys can barely see me over this thing. It's gotten large. But for the price, it ought to be big, right? I think so. Just a big... My thought for this piece is that it would be something that would sit on the floor, maybe, you know, on some steps. Not something that would go on the table necessarily, so I wanted it to be a little bit larger in size. Yeah, that's starting to get really full now. Just gonna add this piece. Yeah, that's really cute. That's coming along really nice. So now I'm just going around and seeing if there's any spaces that need to be kind of backfilled a little bit. Got a couple places we can put a little green in here. Oh, there's another big piece. Here. Oh, that's really pretty. That's coming along now, I think. I have to say my favorite time in this store is Christmas. I absolutely love it. We opened right before Christmas. It's my favorite time of year to be in a retail shop. It's amazing. I'm hoping that this next year for us will be even better than our first year. I have to say, I really do have to say that even though this year was tough, and no one can say that it wasn't tough for all of us, it really was. But as a business, considering all the things that happened and all the ways it could have gone wrong, it actually went pretty well. We didn't get rich. I won't say we got rich because we sure didn't, but we survived and we're here and we're not going away. Just gonna keep pressing forward and hopefully things change with our economy and it gets easier for businesses and just gotta keep going. We never give up. And that's how we get our dreams to come true. We just don't ever, ever, ever give up. So I'm just backfilling a couple of spaces here. Make sure we're really full. All right, so I have a little bit of a mess here with my pine needles. That is to be expected. You're always gonna have a little bit of a mess because it's pine needles. They smell so good, but the reality is that they make a big mess. But that's okay. Most of us understand that when you're working with real pine, you're going to get messy needles. So I'm gonna turn this around and let you guys look at it while I am cleaning up my needle mess here. I think that's really, really, really cute. Pull it back, let you really look at it. All right, I think the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually I'm going to attach some pine cones. So I've got these pine cones. I will tell you, these are not 100% real pine cones. The pine cones themselves are real, but they are attached to a wire with some plastic pieces, which I'm actually gonna see if I can pull off the plastic. Yeah, I think I can. I'm gonna, oh, well, we're gonna do that. I want to pull off this plastic. These are just like plastic berries. That's the word. Woo, that was rough coming out. Plastic berries. I don't really want the plastic berries. I really just want the pine cones. And the pine cones themselves are real. They're just on a plastic fixture. What I have over here is real berries. So I want to keep this as authentic as I can. So what I'm going to do is fold this down so that my pine cones stay there. So these are real pine cones. All right. And I'm just gonna add some pine cones to this. So I am just tucking them in. There we go. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. I've got 3 of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and do all 3. I do have some more, but they're not the ones I wanted to use, so I'm just popping off those fake berries and then popping back on. I'm just going to fold this down so it stays. All right, let's add some more. I think I want to put one up top here. So again, all I'm doing is I'm finding a little spot in that floral foam and I'm just popping them in. All right, so there's 2. I don't know if it's just a pet peeve of mine, but I like to work in 3s. 2s, I feel like sometimes it just, while it's symmetrical, it just doesn't always look right. I feel like I have to work in 3s for whatever reason. It just ends up looking better. That's just me personally. That's my own little thing. All right, so I have one more pine cone I'm gonna add. I'm thinking I'm gonna put it down here actually. I wanna put it in a place where it's gonna be visible. There. So I've got 3 clusters of my pine cones. So now the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add some holly, which is right here. So I have some little pieces and then I have some longer pieces. Add my little pieces first. Now this is real holly. Now the only thing I want you to be really careful of when it comes to certain plants in here is your pets. Since we were talking about pets earlier, I just want you to keep in mind not everything that goes into Christmas arrangements is super healthy for your animals. So make sure that you're keeping things out of the way, especially cats. Cats love to chew on things that they shouldn't, and dogs, of course, you know, do that as well. So a good example is poinsettias. They're not super great for your animals, so just kind of keep that in the back of your head whenever you're getting these Christmas arrangements. Do your best to keep them out of the reach of the animals. All right. Here. Add some more. Here we go. Pop those back in. So I don't have any more berries on those, but I do have some more. Pop this up here. And I have some more flowers and some more holly, so I'm going to add some more holly to this. I apologize, I am gonna have to turn it around a little bit just to keep working. Kind of long, but let's see what we can do with this. I think that's gonna be too long. Let's pick a different piece. Sometimes, guys, the pieces, you gotta play around a little bit until you find a piece that works. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do that. That'll be pretty. All right. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I will spin this around once I get it in here. There we go. I'm gonna go back to that other piece I had. Let's see what I can do with this, because I'd really like to add some more. Go a little bit shorter. Actually, just trim the top off. Oh yeah, that'll work. Sorry guys, you can't see me at all. I'm so sorry. All right, better? Sorry guys. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Actually, Rachel, you bring up a good point. I have an idea for you. I saw it the other day. It's hidden away. We need to move this. So, I have an idea for you. I want to run by you at a later date. But with that being said, Rachel, yes, I do weddings. The shop does weddings. We did several this year. Our senior florist, Donna, did several weddings this year. She does a beautiful job. Donna has been my mentor and teacher over the years, so she's fabulous. She taught me. All right, guys, so there's that so far. So yes, we did several weddings. I would love, 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 love to do a winter wedding. Not too many people may know this, but I actually had a winter wedding myself, and it was just so beautiful, so romantic. I loved it. All right, turn this around again. And I'm going to add what's called Safari Sunset to this. It's just gonna break it up a little bit. So you don't wanna have an overrated type of arrangement. We wanna break it up. Something a little different in there. Most people know that I very much like to add sticks and other little things to my arrangements. I don't like my arrangements to be boring, not at all. So I add other little things that are a little bit different. And this arrangement is not any different than that. So what I did is I added the Safari Sunset here and here, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and add the bottom half, the stick portion up here, which is gonna give it a little bit of definition. There we go. Bring my holly to the front. There we go, that's pretty. All right, one more. Sorry guys, it's hard to see. This is a very large arrangement. Don't normally do these big arrangements quite like this on camera, so it's a little bit hard to see. All right, so there we are so far, just so you can see. All right, so we've added our safari sunset. All I really have left to do is to add some contrast berries. I've got that right there. I'm gonna add just a little bit different. Break up the holly, and then I'm gonna add my roses. Put our contrast berries right down here. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a big lily, this big white lily. Pop this in. Right, there it is. So I do have to turn this around and figure out what's the best place. I wanna put it right in the middle, I think. So I think that's where we're gonna go. Maybe. I'm going to trim this down. I'm not going to do one piece. I'm going to break it up a little bit for us. Now lilies are very, you have to be very gentle with them because they bruise really easily. Pop that back in. I'm going to slide this right in. So lilies are a very fragrant flower. Oh guys, look at that. Look at that, that's so pretty already. I love it. So lilies are a very fragrant flower. A lot of times they're used for funerals and weddings. They just are a very, very beautiful flower. Very large, very fragrant, but you do have to be gentle with them. They just don't hold up real well. You don't want to touch the petals too much. They will bruise on you. I need one of those cameras that shines down from the top so you guys can see what I'm doing from up top. Someday. Come in and buy all my things, and then I'll have enough money to buy myself a top camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So we're gonna add a closed lily right over here. It's hiding, and I want it to hide. Show it. That's a little better. All right. There you guys go, you can see a little bit more. All right, I have another little lily I'm gonna pop in there. Let's see where we're gonna put this guy. I'm gonna put this one right over here in the corner. There we go. All right, all I have left is to add my roses. I have some beautiful peach roses and red roses I'm going to add. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take off what's called my guarding petals. Sometimes I don't take off the guarding petals. It depends on how pretty they are. If they're not too bruised, I will leave them. All right, and now we're going to add some of these pretty peachy colored roses, and then this will be done. Peachy and red. I'm doing some reds as well. So again, I'm taking off my guarding petals. So again, guys, if anybody is watching this video and you are a local floral grower and you want to partner up and work together, I would love to showcase your flowers. Or if you have other floral related products, I'd love to build a partnership with some local growers. I'd really like to get away from importing as much as I can. I think I would much rather support local growers in the area. So if you or somebody that you know is a local grower of anything, flowers, even greenery, I would love to work with you. Please let me know. All right, guys, now I'm going for the reds. Hi, Jess. Yes, you do need to come into the store. I've got some new stuff I think you'd love, 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 love. I will be posting some pictures, guys. Some of the things that I have are some Christmas ornaments. I have some really, really cute gnomes. Really cute Christmas ornaments. Just some new stuff that's different this year that I would love to have you guys come in and check out. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to turn this around so you can see. Hi, Patty. Patty's my mother-in-law, so hi. Got a shout out to the family. Always, always. I'm going to go here. Oof. It does get a little bit tough when you have this much in here for greens. It gets a little bit tough finding the right spot. And you want to be careful that you don't break your stems on your flowers, because that can happen a lot and you don't want that. All right, so I'm going to go a little bit longer with some of these red ones. I want to really break it up. Tucked a rose up top here. I've got more roses, guys, so we're just going to keep tucking these roses in. I'm so happy that so many people have come on tonight to watch this. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh no, I haven't been on in so long. Is anyone going to watch? So it makes me very happy to know that people still want to watch these. Please, if you don't mind, guys, if you really love what you're watching tonight, you have my full permission to share this video. It will be available after I'm done. It'll be available for you. You can share it on your pages. We love the shares. We love the likes. It does help us, so we do appreciate it when you do that. I need a rose over on my right hand side, so we're going to pop one over there. You know, and every once in a while I get a rose where it's pretty darn good and I don't want to touch it. And there's one right there that I just don't want to touch because it's just so pretty the way that it is. So we're going to leave it alone and we're going to pop it in right over here. Maybe I'm gonna pop it in over here. My goodness. Can't find the phone. It's in there. We'll get it. There it goes. It gets tricky when you're putting this much material into floral foam. All right, guys. There it is. All right, I got a couple more peaches I'm gonna throw in here just to break it up. Here. Maybe off to the side or up here. Right there. Once in a while we have one that gives us trouble. This is our one that's given us some trouble. Ah. I think I got it right there. There she is. All right. All right, guys, I think it's done. All right, so I'm gonna spin this around so you can look at it. Pull it back a little bit so you can really see this. So the only thing we need now is a bow. So I think I'm gonna make a bow. And I think, just trying to think where we should put our bow. Maybe off the front? Oh, I think right off the front. Right in the front, I got a little hook right here. I can attach it. So we're just gonna make a little bow and then we'll be all set. So I have some green ribbon here. I will say I'm not the best bow maker, but I get the job done. There are better bow makers out there, that is for sure. But we will make it work. Today, so I'm just going to wrap some wire. This is just green floral wire. It's nothing special. You can easily pick this up at a craft store. I think everybody makes bows differently. Like I said, I'm not the best bow maker. I'm just not. I get the job done. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this right to the front. And once I get this attached, I will fluff this up a little bit. And it'll be beautiful. We'll trim it up so that it's perfect. All right. So I've made one Christmas wreath so far this year. It is available. I haven't made any others because I don't want to go real crazy making a bunch of Christmas wreaths if there's not a lot of interest in them. The Christmas wreath that we made is showcased on our social media page, so if you look at it and you decide, yep, that's something that I want, let us know. We will make more, but we really are going to make them to order, I think, this year, because I don't want to get into a spot where I've made a lot of them, because they're kind of difficult to make. I believe I have it listed for $25, so if that's something that you do decide that you want, let us know. We can make them in all different sizes. So if you do want a Christmas wreath, please just let us know and we will make one for you. All right. Just gonna trim up the bottom here. I did use a green bow, but in retrospect, maybe a gold or a red one would have been better to use, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn it around and let you see the finished product. All right. It's not a perfect bow, and I can make all sorts of different bows, but it's the one I thought would look cute. All right, so that's it. That's your finished piece. Now, keep in mind, this is a vintage or antique. I have to pull the paperwork to tell you exactly the date on this piece. I have not damaged this piece in any way, shape, or form. I have taken measures to protect it so that it doesn't get damaged from water or anything else. These are all real flowers, real pieces, real holly, so keep in mind that if you do decide to bring this home, keep in mind that your animals probably shouldn't get near the holly. I'm not entirely sure if that's safe for animals or not, but just keep that in the back of your head. And there it is. That is the Christmas sleigh piece. This would be $100. It's a large piece. I do have another one, so I could make two if you wanted a matching set. It is first come, first serve, so once it's sold, it's sold. Other than that, that's it. That's the piece. It is going to be in the cooler, so it will be available for anybody that wants to grab it. Other than that, I'm going to post some pictures of some of the new products that we have. We are doing some Christmas arranging leading up to the holidays, so if you want anything, let us know. Other than that, I think that's all I have for you today. Any questions, put them in the comments and I'll try to answer later. And please like and share our video, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas if I don't see you before Christmas begins. All right.